Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. This is Gale Bates from mymentorbiz.com. And every Monday, I love to bring you the team building, Monday Minute team building tip, because that's what I do. I help leaders build million-dollar teams so they can make a difference for others, because that's what I did. And making a difference for others is so exciting because it builds confidence, it builds self-esteem. Women become great role models for their children and more. So today we are talking about an 8-step party success that I've been going through. This is my series. We've gone through steps 1 and 2. Steps 1 was on hostess coaching. And if you want to go back and look at this series, that's one of my clients just did that, I love doing series. And so the hostess coaching, they're all on my YouTube channel, these videos, okay? So you can watch them in a sequence. Okay, so the first one we talked about was hostess coaching. Hey, Bryn, glad you're here today. And hostess coaching, go back and watch that as well. Hi, April, glad you're here today too. And so we really delved into hostess coaching because it is the essential, critical success of every party, right? Then we talked about the arrival and setup. And in that one, hi, Cindy, hi, Bryn, great, you're all here today. In the arrival and setup, I talk about 3 areas that are so important for you when you arrive at your party. And in the 3rd video, we talked about the power intro. And in that power intro, once you learn this skill, is a very, very impactful recruiting seed. And we're going to talk about that today. And then in number 4, I talked about that wow demonstration. When you wow your guests at a party, it makes a difference. It makes it a memorable experience. It makes people say, wow, I want to introduce you and your products to my friends. And that's when you get those bookings. So I want to remind you that you can get my wow demonstration CD to learn exactly how you can also give everyone a wow, memorable experience at your parties. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this series is because I find that it's a skill. Learning the skills of an in-home party where you're actually interacting with people. And that's what I have here. I have these 3 important benefits for holding in-home parties. You know, Facebook parties are fantastic. Online parties are fantastic. I'm all for technology. I use Zoom with all my clients. I have 45 women on Zoom at one time. But you cannot take away the experience you have having an in-home party and demonstrating your product. So the 3 big benefits are that face-to-face relationship. Nothing beats it. And I find too many people sitting behind their computers today, in today's world, are not getting out enough and having that interaction. And that's why it makes it such a memorable experience for people. The second reason, of course, is those touching the products. Touching and feeling and watching you demonstrate those products makes a difference in their psyche in buying the product, okay? You can have so much higher sales when you're actually demonstrating the product live. And the third is the checkout magic. And that's something I work completely enthusiastically with my clients. We really work on that checkout magic and the 6 steps that I have for everybody to make sure that they're doing and getting the sale and getting the booking and finding that new recruit lead. So these are really important steps and skills that I don't want you to miss out on. And it's about mastering those skills. So today, we're on to steps 5 and 6 of the 8-step party success and your in-home party with a hostess. And so today I'm going to be talking about booking and recruiting seeds. And I'm also going to be talking about that crucial transition period. Now, this is one area so many people miss. Okay, so let's dive into the booking and recruiting seeds. First, I'm going to talk about booking seeds, and you might want to write these down, okay? So there are actually 3 areas that I recommend you use your booking seeds. The first area is when you thank your hostess. When you thank your hostess for inviting her into your beautiful home and inviting her guests there, you're setting up that wonderful tone of the party where everybody loves the hostess, of course, and you're thanking her. But so here's your opportunity to share a bit about your generous hostess program and let everybody know that that's what you do. You're in the party business and you do parties and you give away fantastic hostess gifts. So share with them exactly, explicitly how your hostess program works. And then I always say, ladies, I am going to be asking each and every one of you if you would like to book your party later. And so that sets them up knowing that you're in the party plan business. That's what you do. You book fantastic wow parties and they want to get on your calendar, but you're letting them know you're going to ask them. The second booking seed that I highly recommend is midway through your demonstration, where you're holding up a fantastic product. And this fantastic product is the most popular product that your hostesses love to get for free. Okay, so that's just planting a little booking seed, letting them know you have lots of hostesses that love to get lots of free product. And the third booking seed is at checkout, okay? And we'll be going over checkout in number 7. But at checkout, and here's the rule for checkout. The rule is you ask everyone to book, okay? That's the rule. And even though you think, oh, they'll never book with me, ask everyone. You might be very surprised how many people actually want to book, okay? So those are the booking seeds I recommend. The recruiting seeds, I went into the recruiting seed in the power intro, and I want you to go back and watch that video. Remember, that's on my YouTube channel, okay? Because that's the seed where you say the difference your business has made in your family and your lifestyle, and people are thinking about that, okay? So that's planting a seed, okay? The other thing about your planting recruiting seeds at your in-home party is to be listening for questions. When people ask you questions, it might even just be a question about the product. They're more interested in what you're doing. So pay attention to the questions so that then you know this is somebody you want to plant a seed with. Okay, so I have a whole list of recruiting seeds that I go over in my team building bootcamp, but those are the 2 essential ones I want you to think about today. Okay, so let's move on to the transition period. Now, the transition period is this critical time in your party, and you all know it, when you have to take that first order. And you want to move over to your checkout area, okay, with that first person. So here's what you really need to do. You need to talk with your hostess before the party and let her know about this critical transition time. This is where you can ask her to truly be the hostess. Step in with the guests, either give them something more to drink, or go over the catalogs that you have and you've given them, and they're looking at the catalog while you take the first order. That way, you're not going around. People aren't wondering if it's who's going to take the first order. People aren't thinking, I got to leave. You're in control here. You're guiding them. So this transition period at the party is one of the most crucial areas of the party. You want to make sure that you're sitting down with every guest and taking her order at checkout and being able to ask her for the booking and be able to determine if she is actually a recruit lead for you. And to do that, you really have to make sure you work with your hostess on that transition period. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful for you today. I would love you to plant a question below or let me know which one of these seeds you plan to plant at your party coming up this week. Okay, leave me a message below and make sure that you come back next week, because next week I'm going to be talking about the checkout expert and the fortune of following up after the party. So have a great Monday, everybody. Okay. It's a little nippy in here in Hawaii. I've got my vest on today, but it's going to be a beautiful day. The sun is shining. So have a great Monday, and I'll talk to you next week.